Hi guys, welcome one and all. My name is Lone Vic and this is a review, a review of Hadrian's Wall. This is the Polish version, so the writing here is in Polish, but the game is language independent, more or less, like in 99%, so don't worry, whatever language version you buy or whatever language version you see explained, it's going to be easy for you. Now, this is an honest review of the game. I will tell you about my subjective things that I liked and disliked about the game. Maybe this will help you decide whether you want to buy the game or not. You can also check the video for how to play in Hadrian's Wall on my channel as well, and if you like any of the videos, leave a trace in the comments, tell me why you liked the game or not, click the like button, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell to be notified about new videos on my channel, help out growing this channel that I'm doing all on my own, and for now you can listen to my opinion on Hadrian's Wall. Now, this is a game for resource collection and writing on those two very thick notepads. And this is a game that's very daunting to look at because those two notepads have a lot of places that you can mark and cross out and put in numbers and such. So there are a lot of options, and this is great. This is one of my biggest pluses for this game, because usually those roll and write or any kind of different and write games tend to be very simple, or at least like light to medium level games or something like that. This one can get pretty complicated, and this is pretty cool. The rules are quite simple to explain, but the options, the amount of options on those two notepads for building Hadrian's Wall are huge, really. Now, there is even some kind of player interaction here, which I'm happy about, because you can always take a trade good or a scouting symbol from another player's card, and you have to give them a resource, pay them a resource for that. So there is that, at least when it comes to player interaction, right? There is from the pluses as well, I would say that what is most important in games in which you have to fill in things and and collect things for blocking out spaces and such, that the symbols on all those spaces are very, very clear and easy to follow. So if you get the rules explained once, you automatically start understanding what's going on here. And there, in our plays of this game, there were very few questions with like, so what's this rule about, or what do I do right now when I blotted this out or something. So this is great. And one more thing that is pretty cool and thought through is that you get those 6 goals that you have to score at the end of the game, and those goals kind of determine your play style, because believe me, through 6 turns that you have, you won't be able to fill everything in on those notepads. You won't probably be even able to fill half of all of those things here sometimes. So those goals kind of steer you towards the things that you want to do, and sometimes you completely leave some of the things out because, well, there is no point in wasting resources on those. So there are a lot of decisions here, and it's pretty satisfying because of that. Now, on the other hand, some playthroughs, even my solo playthroughs, ended up with the fact that I just forgot about the existence of a building or some function of or something, or I remembered about it too late. So you have to be very careful, because there is a lot of information here, and it's easy to forget about one little nit of the of one of those notepads, and then you go, oh damn, I could have spent this to get this and that, there's like a round ago and I wasted something else. So that's kind of, you have to be careful with that, because this game is big, so it might, it definitely won't cater to beginner players, because to wrap your head around everything that's going on here, it takes a while if you're not experienced with board games and with some, mechanics and resource collection, stuff like that. And the other thing that I probably don't really like that much is the fact that the Pict attacks, although you know how many cards you will be drawing, are drawn completely at random, and sometimes it may happen that you will draw 5 cards that attack the left side of the wall, and that's it. So you've built up your defenses in the middle and on the right side of the wall, and they gave you nothing, and you still got, you know, powdered on the left side because there were so many Picts there. So it's very difficult to predict, especially at the start of the game where you don't really have a possibility to fill 1 or 2 maximum of those cohort spaces. So it's a guessing game whether you predict where the Picts are gonna hit or not, if you're lucky or not. And if you're not, then you have to try to mitigate the disdain that you get, and it kind of is a bit, you know, it's a bit random. But as the later in the rounds, as far as you go, this randomness of the Pict attacks gets mitigated pretty easily by how many cohorts can you fill, or the courthouse, and how many disdain you can mitigate and stuff like that, or by your diplomats, or by something else. So it's really punishing only in the beginning of the game. It can be a little discouraging, but if you muster through this first year, even if you lost with the first Pict attack, then the second and the third one and the fourth one will be going way better. So that there's that, right? And the game is like, you know, there are not too many components here. Everything is wood and paper only, so it's not, you know, greatly satisfying to look at. The graphics are okay, the drawings are okay, it's nothing breathtaking, but it shouldn't be. On the other hand, it's pretty cheap, it's pretty easily available, and it's a lot of fun on a complexity level that's higher than any of those roll and write or resource collection and write games that I've played up until now. So if you are looking for something where you can write with your pencil and, you know, and wipe out stuff and cross out stuff, and you're not afraid of destroying so much paper, and you want a bigger challenge than some of the games out there in the market, Hadrian's Wall is definitely for you. Don't be discouraged by the sheer amount of information on those 2 pads. The rulebook is very well written and it's very clear and will explain everything in detail, so it's cool. The solo mode is also pretty satisfying as a puzzle to play. Just you score as many points as you can and to see if you can beat your previous scores. This is my opinion. You may agree with it, you may not. If you don't, tell me in the comments and we can talk about it. If you agree, click the like button, subscribe, notification. See you in my next videos. Check out all the other ones on my channel as well. Have a great day. My name is Lone Vic. This is Hadrian's Wall from Bobby Hill. Bye bye.